All right, I hope this message finds who it's supposed to be meant for. Y'all, before I start this reading, let me just say, Spirit put it on my heart to, to say, everything you need is already inside of you. Everything you need is already inside of you. Yes, you can buy the gadgets and all of the necessities to help your dreams come true, but everything you need is already inside of you. I say that because it was so funny. For readings, I was like, let me get a mic, let me get a light, you know what I'm saying? And I was using my stuff for a while, but I was like, no, I need the mic and the light. And I bought a mic and a light, and both of them fucking suck. Okay? Now, granted, I can get a better quality, but it was just the fact that, like, I was waiting on these things to come in to help me feel confident about doing readings when the confidence is coming from inside out. The gadgets are helpful when they work right, but it's coming from the inside out, not the other way around. All right? So, look, we can stop the reading right there. All right, hey y'all, I'm Teller, the storyteller, opening hearts and minds with the tales I'll tell you, channeling through spirit so your soul remembers. So if you miss a line, I'm gonna bring you back to center. Whew, chat. But it's okay, you know, because I really don't even like shuffling beforehand. I you know what I'm saying? I want nobody to think I'm lying, because who I got to lie for? Not true. Okay, period. The truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. And funny enough, Yamaya, oh wait, no, I learned this. Yamaya, I believe, the awakening is coming out. So the truth is going to bring in an awakening. And I have this oracle that I'm gonna read here in a second. But interesting enough, look, come on, root chakra. Your root chakra might be coming into play for you right now. And or just stability. And or mistrust too. You might be having some mistrust as well. Come on, another red card. Leadership. Ooh, so the truth about your leadership. Funny enough, this card says, courage. I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light and I remain light. I trust in God and stand tall before the test of time. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. Okay? So, lots of root chakra energy. I'm going to read this oracle because I always think it's important to read. I'm just making stuff up. So Nandi, get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. The truth is my friend. And it is. And the truth will set you free. For real, for real. I know that'd be like cliche at times, or it kind of feels cliche, but like the truth really can set you free, and it's going to, right? So, but also, a lot of y'all are coming into like leadership positions, and so maybe y'all are scared of this awakening because you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? With all due respect, you're gonna have to step it up, baby. Okay? You're gonna have to step it up. This is interesting. You have to step it up. And I say that with love. Because look, as I say it to you, I say it to myself. Okay? And the first card out is justice. Whatever is coming in this truth-telling conversation, you're going to get justice out of it. Maybe there's something that you've been needing to hear. Or a conversation that you've been waiting to have. But the justice is coming out. Funny enough, though. It's coming in quick, too. But it's going to be out of your control. Okay, we got the Hangman in reverse and the 8 of Wands. Hold on one second. I had to turn on the light. It was a little too dark. But the Hangman and the 8 of Wands, whatever's coming in is going to be out of your control and you're going to have to surrender to it. But it is going to bring you justice. The truth is literally going to set you free. Maybe there's something that you're having a hard time letting go of, or something that you are having a hard time accepting. Radical acceptance is a very important tool right now, but having radical acceptance about these changes. A lot of y'all are going through lots of changes. However, Okay, look, I was trying to pick up the deck, and this was the card at the bottom, 4 of Wands. But it's going to bring in lots of celebrations. And this is the thing, a lot of times change is very uncomfortable, but the uncomfortableness about change is what brings in your prosperity. The things that scare you, the things that you face, the fears that you face, bring in prosperity. Because on the other side of fear is everything you desired, but you've been so scared, so you've been running away from that door and running towards things that make you comfortable. But your comfortableness is the reason why you're still in the predicaments that you're in. No shade, look, because we both going through it. Okay, I say it to you and I say it to myself, all right? And so the moon is revealing different things. So maybe there's things that you are having to see. I mean, this, Jesus. Ooh. The King of Wands. Now, keep in mind, this could be a person too, but for most of you, this is you. You, okay, Wind. Not you going hard. This King of Wands this is you. You are having to step into this leadership. For whoever is watching, you are scared of your power. Your power terrifies you. Okay, quiet as it's kept between me and you. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to tell nobody else, but like, you scared of your power. And it is because you can feel the charging up in your bones. You can feel this intensified feeling. And it's this, some of y'all struggle with perfectionism because you scared to do so great because you're like, well, what if I do great and then it's still not enough? But like I said at the beginning, if you allow yourself to believe, you will know that everything that you need is already inside you. The leadership qualities are already inside you. And this is the thing, a lot of us will not, I ain't gonna say we ain't gonna step up to the plate beforehand, but when situations present themselves and we have to step up to the plate, we will. If conflict arises and we need to address it, we will. The things that you're scared are going to happen, you're gonna know what to do when the time comes. Stop preparing for failures that you haven't even failed at yet. The opportunity even presented itself, but you done told yourself that this is what's going to happen. For some of y'all scared to go into leadership because you feel like you're not going to be a good leader. Now, definitely get yourself, and I think this is where this is where the work has to happen at, because a lot of you may feel dysfunctional or chaotic internally. Maybe you're disorganized, maybe you have a lot of clutter, maybe you don't have a good routine or structure. That is the part that you need to do. Spirit has said, I need you to do that part. That's the truth that you have to accept. As a leader, yes, you do have to do those things. But I'm asking you to clean your room, clean the kitchen, right? Organize your stuff, finish your work. That's what I'm asking you to do. You over here thinking about what you're gonna do when you have 15 employees and you have a large company. I just want you to organize what I told you to organize. And I'm gonna help you when that time comes. When you have 1 employee, I'm gonna help you. When it's you trying to build the business by yourself, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you when you have 10 employees. Like, you do not have to try to rush the process. I just need you to focus on the now, right? Because a lot of y'all are holding too many hats. Just 2 of Pentacles. You're stretching yourself thin. That's why root chakra wise, if you don't know about the root chakra, I would encourage you to check it out. Also, I'm going to be doing a class soon for the root chakra, or just chakras in general. I'll be doing an online class, so make sure you check me out. But you're holding too many hats. You're stretching yourself too thin. And when we stretch ourselves too thin, root chakra wise, stability wise, we can't be stable, because my energy is so powerful in these 4 areas. And I'm stretching myself to 12. So of course I feel inadequate, because my inadequacy, and I'm butchering that word and I apologize, that feeling of feeling inadequate comes from me trying to stretch myself and give my energy to 12 things and feeling incomplete and not good about it, versus the 4 things that I could be giving my energy to that I would do really well in. And this is why you have such negative thoughts about situations, about people, about yourself. Because the Seven of Swords, because you stretch yourself so thin, you never feel like you're good enough. You never feel like you do enough. You never feel like you reach the goal. Because you're trying to stretch yourself to 12 places instead of the 4 God told you to put your energy into. Why are you what are you doing? Okay? Boundaries at the top. 7 of Pentacles. Boundaries. Boundaries are not just for other people. Boundaries are for you too. Okay? I ain't gonna take this, but I was opening the deck. Rebirth. Okay? Some of y'all be in this wounded healer energy. And this wounded healer energy is very much a martyr. A person who pours into everybody and drains himself in the process and believes that they deserve to be depleted. And even if you don't believe that you deserve to be depleted, you do not invest in yourself like the queen, king, or person that you are. You do not download or pour into yourself the way that you pour into others. And these boundaries are going to help you to start saying no. Not because you're trying to be mean to other people, but no, because you need to learn how to preserve yourself. No, because it's okay to say no. No, because no is an incomplete sentence. Incomplete sentence. No, because it's a complete sentence. I said that so backwards. But no is a complete sentence. You deserve to say no to preserve yourself. Okay? And so, look now. Okay? This is, these were all at the top. So, 2 of Wands in reverse and Queen of Swords in reverse. A lot of y'all are inadequate about the person that you are, or you feel inadequate about the person that you are. You still don't feel good enough. You got these walls built up. 2 of Wands, damn. Not 2 of Wands, clarifying the 2 of Wands. You feel stuck, but also this indecisiveness, I believe, as the spirit reveals the truth to you and shows you things, you're going to start to recognize that where you're holding yourself back. But like I said, you're holding yourself back because you know that you're powerful, but you're scared. Okay? So the sun is in reverse. Now this could be, there's light at the end of the tunnel, right? For a lot of y'all, which it is the Queen of Wands at the bottom. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Also though, the sun card in reverse can sometimes be ego. I believe your ego is low. Right? Or you find yourself in this depleted ego because you keep trying to inflate it. God said, I don't need you to inflate your ego. I need you to have confidence. I need you to know how to learn how to love yourself, even in the moments where you don't feel the best. Even when you're struggling. Self-confidence does not have to be something that you just teeter back and forth. You can love yourself when you make mistakes. You can love yourself when you're not feeling the best. You can love yourself when your energy is low. Your love for yourself does not have to teeter back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Do you stop loving your kid because they made a mistake? I hope not. You stop loving your spouse because they didn't do the one thing that you asked them not to do. Granted, boundaries, right? But damn, do you stop loving them? Like, and so if that's the case, and I ain't talking about no toxic relationships, I'm talking about people who make mistakes. Do you hold space for them? Do you hold compassion for them? Yes. Do you? Okay then. Don't you deserve that too? Very much so. Okay. And as you learn who you are, as you learn the truth about yourself, baby, you're gonna be a bad mother. Okay. Nothing too crazy, nothing too, and that's where we're gonna end it. 5 of Cups in reverse. The more that you forgive yourself, it's so funny, I said it to myself last night. The more that you forgive yourself, you are going to release these burdens that are so heavy on you. They're so heavy, and they're filled with shame and guilt of mistakes, of things that you didn't do right, of bad choices that you made. It's filling you up. But the moment that you forgive these things, the moment that you address these things, the moment that you release these things, it no longer weighs on you. In the confidence that you've been looking for, bing, bada, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Queen of Wands, you are going to light your own fire, because the fire is underneath all the heaviness that you're carrying. You got this little itty bitty flame, but that's because you got this weight above it. Move the weight and watch that flame rise. Okay, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And I ain't never flew. I mean, I do, but doesn't matter. All right. Okay. Let's end this off with affirmation. Oh. Focusing is key. Focusing is key. I can handle setbacks and use them to grow. Focusing helps me to achieve everything I desire. And that's on period. Okay? All right. I love y'all. Please, please, please subscribe. Oh, also, throat chakra. You know these two things go together? I'm going to say this real quick so I can hurry up and get off. But these two things go together. Our root chakra actually shows up in our teeth too, because when you feel unstable in certain ways, it also impacts our ability to speak. Because if I don't feel secure or have confidence or trust within myself, it's going to be hard for me to speak my truth. It's going to be hard for me to say what I need to say. If I feel insecure about myself, it's going to be hard for me to know that my voice matters. Find security here. Find stability in your root chakra so you can be able to tell your story, because your story matters. Okay? I love you. So make sure you love yourself, or else.